Hey, good evening, class. This is Leveraging Technology and Decision Making, BML327. I want to jump right in and run through the syllabus here. First thing I have here is my information. I've given you my email, my phone number, and my Skype ID. Please feel free to reach out to me anytime you need to, but you will find that most of the time I ask you to go back to Moodle and ask things in the Q&A forum or the weekly forum, because most of the time when you have a question, somebody else is going to have the same type of question. But like I said, I've given you my information. Please feel free to contact me anytime. I'll let you read through the course description and objectives. You will need the text. It'll be very difficult to get through this course without the text. I am going to lecture on certain parts, but for the most part, the bulk of where you're going to get your information is out of the text. So here we are, our reading assignments. Have these broken down. They're also in Moodle to tell you that week 1 we'll do chapter 1 and 2 and then learning modules A and B. Week 2, chapters 3 and 4 and C and D. Week 3, chapters 5 and 7 with extended learning E. And then week 4, chapters 8 and 9 with extended learning module H. First thing you'll want to jump into each week is doing the technology article briefing. There's 400 points associated with this assignment, so it is a bulk of the grade, 40% of your grade. I have the format here. Don't get too hung up on this format, but I did want to provide one because I've had people request format and just wanted to make sure that you know exactly how it is. It is 7 pages. That's not 7 full pages of text. You'll have a title page, then a summary of the article, and then you will summarize the article. And then starting, and it doesn't matter, don't worry about there being full pages. Just start over, and then go to page 3, put a summarize the article. Page 4, answer the question, how does this article apply to the topic in our course? And then page 5, what are the gaps and what did the author fail to cover? Page 6, how can an IT professional apply the knowledge of this article? And then a reference page. Again, I do want you to follow MLA format in the way that you present that, but I'm not going to be a real stickler on where you get your information. If you go out and you Google information, as long as you feel it's from a good source, I'm okay with that, but do include that source in your reference page. And then you'll also notice that I've added in here exactly how many pages total it's going to be for each of these assignments. So of the 4 assignments, that'll total 12 to 16 pages of solid text. Right here are your concepts for each week. And again, this information is in Moodle. Next thing I want to talk about is our class exercise. This is going to be a forum discussion each week. There will be, I usually keep it under 5 different discussion topics, but anywhere from 3 to 5. Be sure and answer any of them. If I have a chance, I'll go through and show you kind of how I want that formatted, but I don't want you creating your own discussion off of the base. I want you to create your discussion as a reply to the discussion that I put in there. It just helps me keep it straight on what part. But if there are 3 subjects, then you do want to answer all 3, and it'll be clear by the grade you get what I mean by that. So what I mean there is there are 5 weeks in a course, 50 points for each of the weeks. And if I have 5 courses, that means, or 5 subjects, and that means each subject is worth 10 points for a total of 50 points. And then there will be a quiz each week. Your quiz will mainly be over the reading. Might also have a question or 2 in there from the lecture, but most of that information is going to come out of the reading. And then finally, we'll be talking about this throughout the course, but it's your technology research paper and presentation. I'm not going to read through this entire thing right now. I may later on in weeks to come, but I do want to make sure that you read through that and you go ahead and get your subject set for week 1. I may make that part of the first discussion topic just to make sure that everybody does know, because you don't want to start getting into weeks 2 and 3 and not have your subject, because it'll really pile a lot of work on the end, and I would much rather you spend a few hours a week working on this and getting it ready so that you're not trying to cram it all into that 5th week. And then the final thing that we'll go over here is the presentation of your technology research. And so with that, I want you to be as creative as you can be. You can do something like this. It's a screencast where you just walk through your presentation, or you can go out and use Prezi. There's lots of different tools, and it's one thing I like about teaching courses like this is I get to learn things too. So the crazier you get, the more I learn, and it helps me learn from you guys. Here's the grading criteria. As I said, it equals 1,000 points. The bulk of those points coming from your technology article briefings, and then quizzes make up a good percentage as well, and then the class exercises, and then technology research paper, and the research presentation. I do have this schedule here, and you can also look over here and see what the expectation is on the time on task. That's something new that we've put out, and just want to make sure that you take note of it, and then also know that, like right here, I have 25 hours is what I've assume your research paper will take. I don't want you to put that all in that week 5. It'd be a lot better if you could spread that time out. But would expect you to put in about 10 hours a week doing your reading research, 4 hours a week doing your article briefing, 6 hours a week with the class exercise and forum discussions, and about an hour for studying and taking a quiz. So that's about everything I'm going to walk through here, but I do encourage you to read through the syllabus, and then in the Q&A forum you can post any questions that you have. I'm looking forward to this class. I hope you are too, and we'll be talking soon. Thank you.